Love can break your heart.
I hate you.
But in Hawaii, there's a special magic that brings lovers together.
Aloha.
Aloha.
When you're underneath the banyan with the beautiful companion, close your eyes and dream it up a little while.
There's music, laughs, and romance when Betty Grable, Victor Mature, and Jack Oakey set sail for Song of the Islands.
On the Oni Isle.
Coming up next on AMC. Coming soon on AMC.
Watch this and watch it closely for the most beautiful eyeful that the screen can offer. Yes, it's Betty Grable in her newest and greatest hit, Billy Rose's Diamond Horseshoe. Never before has the beautiful Betty been surrounded with such technicolor magnificence. It's the grandest, greatest, gayest musical comedy ever produced by the producers of all the big musicals, 20th Century Fox. There's the sensation of the airwaves, Dick Haymes. The master of risibilities, Phil Silvers. That great stage and screen star, William Gaxton. The famous singer of heartbreaking ballads, Beatrice Kay. Carmen Cavallaro and his orchestra. And scores of others.
Because I happen to be in love with you.
Oh, Bonnie, that's what I've been waiting for you to say. As long as you feel that way now, I don't care what you had in your mind 2 months ago.
Oh, am I glad to see you. Look, Joe, you've got to help us out. You've got to go on for it.
Sam, I can't do that.
But, Joe, you've got to. The show must go on.
Why must the show go on?
Because I got $1,400 in the cash register, and I don't want to give any of it back.
Now I know why the show must go on.
If you're a romantic chum, pack up your duds and come to Acapulco. You put your cares in hock and throw away your clock in Acapulco.
I wish I knew someone like you could love me.
Let me call you sweetheart. I'm in love with you.
The more I see you, the more I want you.
Welcome to the Diamond Horseshoe. So glad you dropped in. We'll chase all your cares away. Hey, cat, give my friend a good table. Welcome to the Diamond Horseshoe. Let the fun begin. Now that you have been treated and seated, we know you'll be treated all right by the ladies of the Diamond Horseshoe. 2 shows every night without a cover. 2 shows every night.
He's suave.
I'm sorry about those evenings I wasted on your front porch when we could have been on the back porch.
Sophisticated.
1898. Domestic and terribly flat.
Stanley, that's the water.
And a self-made man.
Work! If I hear that word once more, I'm going to run away from home.
Bob Hope and Rosemary Clooney star in the whimsical comedy Here Come the Girls.
Oh, I wish I was a girl so I could fight over me.
Monday on AMC. When the curtains rose on the splashy musical Star, it had critics raving. Julie Andrews said it was the most stimulating and exhausting thing she's ever done. Now, 25 years after its world premiere, AMC proudly presents this lost classic in its original, uncut, unedited form. Join AMC for a special presentation of Robert Wise's lavish musical, Star, the 25th anniversary, premiering Sunday, July 18th, 8 Eastern on AMC.
How speak you the king's English with no trace of accent? My dear Sir Giacomo is the master of many, many tongues indeed. French, je le dois en sauteur, je le parle sauteur au plein, le fleur, je le passe au romantique, je le passe toi, romantique, je le pétoir. Italian. Porto le vende, le sorto le basta, alla forza li vonde, le
David Daniel Kaminsky, Danny Kaye to us, came to fame in a 1941 Broadway musical titled Lady in the Dark. His show-stopping tune was a tongue-twister titled Tchaikovsky, really nothing more than a compendium of Russian composers' names, both real and bogus. 15 years later in The Court Jester, Danny Kaye's verbal agility remains a highlight of his comic style.
I've got it. I've got it. Pellet with the poisons in the vessel with the pestle. The chalice from the palace has the brew that is true, right?
Right, but there's been a change.
The Court Jester is a product of the 50s, Danny Kaye's peak period in movies. The Secret Life of Walter Mitty launched him as a real comic contender in 1947. On the Riviera, Hans Christian Andersen, Knock on Wood, White Christmas, The Court Jester, and The Five Pennies, among others, followed soon. Jester, like Mitty, is remarkable and enjoyable primarily as a showcase for Kaye's multifaceted comic talent. By today's standards, it's a populous and very dressy period comedy, almost an epic-scale comedy, you might say. And impressive is just that in comparison to modern screen comedies. The plot borrows from Robin Hood-style legend and Errol Flynn classics, bending both elements to comic purpose.
The child lives? Aye, sire. How know you this is the royal child and not some outrageous impostor?
Because, sire, disguised as a member of their group, I saw him. And I can assure you that like his royal ancestors, and on the same spot as his royal ancestors, he bears the royal birthmark.
The purple pimpernel?
The purple pimpernel.
The purple pimpernel, indeed. The text of the film is almost pure silliness, but it's silliness conceived with a purpose, and that purpose is to accommodate Kaye's multifaceted performance. He can use the same prop, in this case, an infant, to either hilariously funny or poignant effect.
Majesty.
And years from now, when you go dreaming, when you're very old.
Elsewhere in the film, he emerges as quite the ladies' man.
Why does such a little girl have to do such a big job?
It's the way I was brought up.
And he can also show up as quite a good swordsman, though no match for Flynn. Finally, though, as his title tells the world, The Court Jester is about Kaye being funny, and no one said that was going to be easy.
Rejoice, rejoice, although his brain is brief, for when the larder's empty, she'll have a ton of beef. Would you like to try the other side, sire?
A fighter, a lover, a linguist, a mimic, a song and dance man, Danny Kaye is definitely one of the most affable and versatile comics America has ever produced. And he's definitely the world's greatest whistler. This is Susan Stark for American Movie Classics.
American Movie Classics presents those original wild and crazy guys.
I suppose I'll have to testify to that at the inquest.
So grab your friends and get ready.
Well, if you fellas don't mind, I think I'll wash up. Yeah, go ahead. The rest of us are already washed up.
For a wacky comedy classic we know you'll like.
If you don't like it, we'll put in another scene. You can have any scene you want.
When Lucille Ball and Ann Miller join the Marx Brothers in...
Room service. Wonderful. Terrific.
Sensational.
Monday. There are spies everywhere.
I'm in the lobby. I think I'm being followed.
Microfilm, secret documents, and coded messages. AMC goes undercover with a Cloak and Dagger double feature. Monday, July 19th, beginning at 7 Eastern on AMC.
Hi, I'm Gene Klavan, reminding you to tune in tomorrow on AMC for the colorful Western comedy, Texas Across the River, co-starring Joey Bishop and Peter Graves. Then it's off to the South Seas for John Ford's adventure classic, The Hurricane, starring Dorothy Lamour. And we'll top off our day with music and romance in Carefree, featuring the fabulous footwork of Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers. It's going to be a great day for the movies tomorrow, right here, only on AMC.
Our job is to get those words off of that page.
He's a soul-searching actor who respects his craft.
If I can't find it in the script, I don't want to copy somebody.
He's a two-time Academy Award winner who loves the theater.
You thought of yourself as a stage actor.
I still do. That's why I do these plays all the time. And I still feel I've got a lot of acting to do. I don't know why that is.
He's Jason Robards, and he meets with Professor Richard Brown on Reflections on the Silver Screen, premiering August 4th, 8:30 p.m. Eastern on AMC.
If you swoon when you hear those silky voices of yesteryear, just wait till you see what AMC has for you.
Good morning. My name is Frank Sinatra.
5 nights, face to face, with some of the greatest crooners of all time.
I didn't have my favorite dream. Only forever. If someone should ask.
Seeing is believing, and you'll believe you've gone to heaven when these satin-smooth singers hit the silver screen.
And tell me what street compares with Mott Street in July. Good night, sweetheart. What shall I do? I wish I knew.
It's a 5-night hit parade of classic crooners, July 26th through the 30th. Every night at 9 p.m. Eastern, only on AMC.
She's perky, she's pretty, and there's plenty of her in 3 pictures.
Sometimes I'm so happy it frightens me.
It's a Margaret Sullavan Festival, Thursday, July 22nd, beginning at 5 p.m. Eastern, only on AMC.
Here it is, Erskine Johnson, Hollywood Reel. Coy Watson, director and photographer.
The Hollywood you've never seen, movie and television stars in the glamour capital of the world, brought to the TV screens of the world by television's most famous reporter-photographer team.
Your commentator, Erskine Johnson. Millions read his famous syndicated movie column.
Motion picture veteran, Coy Watson, Hollywood's first television newsreel cameraman. And now, let's go into the private life.
And behind the scenes in Hollywood Reel.
A Spanish-style home in Beverly Hills and the lady from Brazil, Carmen Miranda. Here's Carmen as you've never seen her, in a bathing suit, without a fruit salad on her head, and proving that she can do other things besides sing and dance. This is Carmen Miranda, the artist, who paints and designs her own clothes and turbans, even her own shoes. This is Carmen Miranda of the Brush and Palette, working on a self-portrait. Yes, it was a hot day, so why not work outdoors? Besides, as Carmen explains, Carmen needs the sun. I have only what you call the nightclub tan. Well, she doesn't have to worry about missing the sun in that bathing suit, brother. Carmen designed the suit herself. She calls it a bra Lulu. It was a Lulu, all right. Competition for France from the lady from Brazil. Carmen apologized for the hairdo. Just some yarn braided into her hair. But Carmen at home lets her turbans down. A bra Lulu. Well, well. Yes, sir. You want me to go swimming? Okay. Here I go. Now, well, a finger anyway. You know, these people in Hollywood never go in those fancy pools, and Carmen was no exception. Besides, she'd rather clown. Lots of pep. Yes, sir. That's Carmen Miranda.
And that's all for now. Watch for the next Hollywood Reel with Erskine Johnson and Coy Watson. Remember, it's the Hollywood you've never seen.
A Johnson-Watson production.
You're watching American Movie Classics.
Paradise. And the perfect romance. But can true love survive a force of nature so powerful and so overwhelming?
I had a dream.
Did you dream there was a wind?
The sky was full of birds flying away.
Dorothy Lamour, in her legendary sarong, stars with John Hall in director John Ford's South Sea spectacular, The Hurricane. Sunday on AMC.
They were thrown together in wartime.
I can't love you. I won't permit myself to.
Why not?
Because I've got a job to do.
What's that got to do with it? We've all got jobs to do.
A time when danger meant sacrifice.
We've just got to hang on a little longer, that's all.
And love could mean tragedy.
It was all I had.
Claudette Colbert, Veronica Lake, George Reeves, and Paulette Goddard in an Oscar-nominated role. The critically acclaimed So Proudly We Hail. Tuesday on AMC.
24 hours a day, American Movie Classics brings back the glamour and excitement of Hollywood's golden age. Hi, I'm Bob Dorian, and if you love classic movies as much as I do, then the American Movie Classics magazine is just for you. It's your personal guide to AMC programming, and the only magazine that takes you on a special journey behind the scenes of Hollywood's greatest movies and into the lives of its legendary stars. And in my exclusive movie column, I get the chance to personally answer letters from you, people all over the country who join me in thinking of these films as American Movie Classics.
Call 1-800-535-7700 and order American Movie Classics magazine. Each issue features daily schedules with easy-to-read, detailed descriptions of every movie and original program on AMC that month. Every issue profiles your favorite classic movie stars and follows them behind the camera. AMC Magazine is the only magazine dedicated to bringing you beautiful, rarely seen photographs, entertaining and intriguing stories of classic Hollywood's most glamorous and renowned stars, letters to AMC host Bob Dorian, and a look into forgotten movie palaces brought back to their original splendor and elegance. To order AMC Magazine and save 50% off the cover price, call 1-800-535-7700. You can use your Visa or MasterCard or send check or money order for $11.95 to AMC Magazine, P.O. Box 2065, Marion, Ohio 43305. That's American Movie Classics Magazine, 1-800-535-7700.
So bring the classic movie experience home by calling now and ordering American Movie Classics Magazine.
Are you ready for an exotic adventure from the comfort of your own home? Of course you are. Then sit back and enjoy the ride as Betty Grable and Victor Mature whisk you away to a tropical paradise for fun in the sun and romance under the stars in the madcap musical comedy Song of the Islands, next on AMC.